Hey guys, and welcome to this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my recommendations for the Sephora Holiday Savings event. This year the event starts on the 5th of November for Rouge members, then on the 9th of November for VIB, and the 11th of November for insiders. All of the information about the Sephora Holiday Savings event is going to be in the description box, along with the dates and the code that you should use. The code this year is YAYHOLIDAY. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'm going to go over my recommendations and what I think is worth the splurge. The Sephora Holiday Savings event is an excellent opportunity to restock your favorite products or to try some new products that are on the pricey side, because depending on the tier, you're going to have the chance to save between 10 to 20% of your purchase, which is amazing. And I have organized this video in sections. So first of all, I'm going to share with you my restock must-haves, and these are products that I usually keep buying all the time, and I like to restock. Then I'm going to share with you my makeup recommendations, and these are all tried, tested products. I'm going to be recommending only the products that I absolutely love and can 100% recommend and justify. And then I'm going to recommend some tools and gift sets and fragrances, of course, because there are some amazing fragrances that it would be great to take advantage of these fragrances right now when you have a discount. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with my must-have. So I'm taking my hair back because things are about to get serious now. I'm always serious when it comes to shopping. So I have here in front of me my laptop, and I'm going to be looking at my laptop because I have curated all of the products that I'm going to recommend. And I was really thinking, what are the products that I would absolutely 100% recommend, because it has been a tough year for a lot of families, and I only want to recommend products that are absolutely worth the splurge. And I would like to thank you in advance for using my affiliate links, because this is what keeps my channel alive. Thank you so much to everyone for watching my videos and for using my links. So I'm not going to go into details about each product because I have quite a few products to recommend, and these are products that I've already shown on this channel so many times, and I'm going to have links in the description box to certain videos that you can watch so that you can see the products that I'm recommending in action. So that's why I'm just going to briefly go over my recommendations. And my first recommendation is a must-have and something that I would definitely repurchase for myself when I have discount code. Like in Europe, we don't have discounts on these fragrances. I've never actually purchased Tom Ford on discount, the private blend. And Lost Cherry is my favorite fragrance. Now I have the 30 ml, and this is the smallest possible size. And this is definitely a fragrance that I would repurchase as many times as I can. It is a very unique fragrance. So this fragrance is one of my all-time favorites, and especially for the fall/winter season and for the holiday season. It has that almost gourmand opening of sour cherry, and then it has rose and jasmine, it has bitter almond, it has a little bit of vanilla. It is just a very, I would say, very delicious scent that makes me feel so cozy, and I always tend to use, and I always gravitate to this fragrance, especially in the fall/winter season, and especially for the holiday season. This is a fragrance that I love to wear around the holiday season because it gives me the necessary coziness for this season. At the same time, it's a little bit sweet, not too much, it's a little bit gourmand. So if you like this kind of a cherry scent, this is my favorite fragrance, favorite fragrance from the Tom Ford private blend, and one of my all-time favorite fragrances. It's a very unique scent, so I do not hesitate to recommend this fragrance. I think that this event is going to be the excellent opportunity to try this fragrance, and also it comes in a gift set, which I'm going to link in the description box below. So I would 100% recommend this fragrance. Then something that I want to purchase for myself, but I still haven't seen it in my local retailers, is there is a candle, Lost Cherry, and I couldn't recommend this one enough, especially for the holiday season. I haven't tried it. This is the only product that I'm recommending in this video, and I haven't tried it, but I'm sure that it's going to smell absolutely amazing, especially during the holiday season. So this is something that I want to do for myself, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. Then we have the Givenchy foundation, Prisma Libre. You have seen me using this foundation so many times. I'm wearing it today, and I think it's an excellent foundation that I will keep repurchasing definitely. It is very light. It doesn't emphasize pores. It's suitable for all skin types, except if you are very oily. It does contain coconut coconut oil, and I have combination skin. I usually like to stay away from coconut oil, but for me it works absolutely beautiful. And you have seen me using this foundation so many times in my latest videos. I think that it's now one of my all-time favorite foundations. It has a glowy finish, and I think it's going to be very suitable, especially now for the fall/winter season, because I think that wearing a more glowy foundation is just going to feel more comfortable on everyone's skin, because we need additional hydration, and this is a foundation that I absolutely love. Next product that I need to repurchase, and I'm going to show you that it's actually finished, so I cannot use it anymore because it's finished, and I definitely have to repurchase. This is the Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. I like to use this concealer all over my face, and this is one of my all-time favorite concealers. This is a concealer that I have been repurchasing, and I'm going to repurchase again. Just now I'm using my Chanel concealer, the new one that I purchased, but I'm definitely, if I see it somewhere on discount, I'm going to stock on this, because sometimes on a good skin day, I'm just going to use this concealer all over my face here and there, and I'm going to skip foundation. It is a very good concealer, and I have actually a review of this concealer, which I'm going to link in the description box in case you're interested. But this is a product that I have been using constantly since it was released, and I have been repurchasing. Then my other recommendation that I keep repurchasing all the time, there is a beautiful set of Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet, and I'm going to show you. Actually, I have it here right behind me, and I rarely have only one bottle of Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. This is one of my all-time favorite scents, and I would say that it's most suitable for the spring season, but having this beautiful set, I just wouldn't miss this beautiful set, because right now it comes in a gift set. So this fragrance is very light. First of all, let's go ahead and start with the packaging. You have the typical Miss Dior packaging. The packaging is absolutely stunning. And then I don't even know why I only have, this is the first time actually that I only have one bottle of this fragrance, because I always constantly keep repurchasing it, and I always would have 2 bottles of this, because I can't stop using this fragrance. So this is a very light floral combination. It's very girly, it's very feminine. It is just full of energy, it's full of life, it's full of happiness. This is such a happy fragrance that I think everyone can wear. Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet is going to be one of the fragrances that I will always keep repurchasing, because it has that especially attractive to me combination of peony and rose. It has peach, it has white musk in the base, and it has mandarin in the opening. It is not citrusy, but it is just so fresh and so beautiful. Now, there are some complaints. People say that it doesn't last that long. This is eau de toilette, so it really doesn't last very long. So it's not a long-lasting fragrance, but I love to keep it in my purse. I love to keep spraying this fragrance, and not all fragrances can be that long lasting, right? It is just a scent that makes me feel happy. And also this set that I'm recommending now comes in the limited edition holiday packaging, which adds to the experience. So if I see this set somewhere, I'm definitely going to pick this one up for me. Now, moving on to my makeup recommendations, and first of all, I'd like to start with a brand that I absolutely love, and this is Tom Ford. And I think that now is going to be the excellent opportunity to try or to buy some Tom Ford eyeshadow palettes or palette, to choose one. Now, keep in mind that I am going to be looking at the comments every day. So if you're in doubt or if you're wondering about certain products, just drop me a line, ask me a question. So I'm going to make sure to come in the comment section of this video every day during the holiday savings event, because I want to be useful to you. So if you have any questions, I can also post comparison swatches in the community tab of my YouTube channel. Please turn the notification bell on, because that way you're going to see when I post in the community section. You can ask me for comparison swatches or for anything. I just want to be useful to you, and I want to help you to be happy during this holiday season and to buy something nice that you are really going to enjoy. So my first recommendation is going to be the Tom Ford palette in Cognac Rose. It actually comes in a set, and that's why I'm recommending it. So I have shown you all this Tom Ford palettes that I'm going to mention Today I'm going to show you my favorite Tom Ford eyeshadow palettes, and I'm going to have links in the description box to videos where I show you these palettes with swatches in natural light. So please check out the description box, because I don't want to make this video too long to insert swatches of each palette and close-ups, and you can see them in my previous videos. So this is Cognac Rose, and it's one of my most used and most loved Tom Ford eyeshadow palettes, and it's fantastic that right now it comes in a set. Now here I have to say that any Tom Ford eyeshadow palette with the wet and dry formula is absolutely an amazing choice in my opinion, and I would definitely recommend any eyeshadow palette from Tom Ford that you like from the wet and dry formula. Now I'm going to share with you 3 more palettes that I absolutely love and couldn't recommend them enough. And I'm going to start with my favorite, my most favorite and most loved Tom Ford eyeshadow palette. And this is Body Heat, but I have it in the limited edition rose prick packaging. So just ignore the packaging, the colors are the same. Tom Ford started to create different packagings for the same eyeshadow palette. So the colors are absolutely the same. I'm going to have a link of a video where I show you close-ups and swatches, but this is my favorite. Like if I had to pick only one eyeshadow palette from Tom Ford, this was definitely going to be Body Heat. This is my favorite one. But it's just a matter of personal preference. The quality of the wet and dry formula of all Tom Ford eyeshadows is the same, so it's just a matter of preference. Then another palette that I want to recommend is Honeymoon, and this is like a classic. It is really beautiful palette. And then the other one that I want to recommend is Suspicion. So this one is with more gold colors, and this one is the most luminous palette of all that I'm showing you right now. My next recommendation, again from Tom Ford, are the new Tom Ford blushes, Shade and Illuminate, and I've shown you 5 shades of the new Tom Ford blushes. I absolutely love them. They look really gorgeous on me. Today I'm wearing number 1, so my favorite shade from this is number 1, and number 1 is constantly sold out. Right now, at the time when I'm filming this video, it is in stock and it's available at Sephora. So number 1 suits my skin best. I'm wearing it today. It just gives me such a natural color on my cheeks, and this is the one that I would absolutely 100% recommend. But in general, I like these blushes. They are matte blushes, and I have a full review. I'm going to have a link to this video so that you can see swatches of all 5 colors that I have in natural light, so that you can choose for yourselves. But I think that during the holiday savings event, it is justified to pick up one of the blushes. Now be careful here. It looks like these blushes work mainly on pale skin tones like mine. If you are tan skin tone, they might not work on you, because I've seen and I've heard some complaints that they don't work as beautiful on tan and dark skin tones. So if you're pale like me, I could absolutely recommend them. If you are tan, then I would not recommend them, just because I don't know how they are going to work, and I think that they might not work the same way they work on me. So this is just something that you should be careful about. And then the last product that I'd like to recommend from Tom Ford is the Highlighting Duo in Reflects Gilt. So this one looks a little bit dark initially, and it looks like it's not going to fit my skin tone, but it actually looks beautiful on me, and I like to use it on top of my blush just to give me that really beautiful glow on the skin. This is a product that I love using both on my eyes and on my face. I think that right now it's worth purchasing this product, and I have been showing it in my favorites videos also. It's a product that I really like, and I think it's worth the splurge. Then moving on to my Prisma Libre powder, which currently I don't have and I have to repurchase. But if you've been following me for a while, you probably know that this is my holy grail loose powder. I literally finished one powder and then purchased another one. So right now I'm waiting for a discount at my local Sephora in order to purchase this powder to repurchase. This is my most used and most repurchased powder, and I would recommend it for anyone who has issues with dilated pores, or if you are struggling with oily skin. I would 100% recommend this powder, because if you use a damp beauty blender and just press the product, press the powder into your skin, it creates the most flawless and the most beautiful canvas. And I have recommended this powder so many times to a lot of you, and a lot of you go back and say that it becomes your holy grail loose powder as well, and I'm super happy about that. I'm really happy when you give me feedback and when I'm useful to you. Then my next recommendation is going to be one lipstick from Guerlain, and this is the Kiss Kiss Shine Bloom lipsticks. This is a lipstick that I keep using all the time. So you can see that it's almost like a lip balm, and it actually looks like a lip balm. It gives the most beautiful hint of pink color on the lips. I absolutely love this one, and this one is in number 258, My Kiss Glow. I did a review on this lipsticks and I have 4 colors in total, but this one is my favorite. This one is the one that I keep using constantly, and it's a color that makes me feel so nice, especially when I'm at home, because I like to use it every day. It just gives me a hint of color. It keeps my lips super moisturized and very hydrated, very nourished. My lips never feel dry since I started using this lipstick, and it's really beautiful. Let me see if it does have a little bit of a scent, but very light. Then moving on to fragrances that I want to recommend, and this fragrance actually I was wondering whether to put this in my repurchases, in my must-haves. I should have put this one in my must-haves because this is a fragrance that I always have in my collection. I always keep repurchasing this fragrance, and it's probably my number one Chanel perfume, and this is Allure Eau de Parfum by Chanel, and I like the Eau de Parfum. There is an Eau de Toilette. Keep in mind that the Eau de Parfum and Eau de Toilette, they smell differently. So I like the original Allure Eau de Parfum. This is my favorite one. I always have it. I adore it, and this is the most timeless and the most elegant fragrance that I have, or that I have ever smelled. This is one of the most special fragrances in my fragrance collection, and actually, yes, it should have been in my must-haves because I cannot not have this fragrance in my collection. It is the most elegant, the most sophisticated and amazing fragrance. This is a multifaceted fragrance, which means that you cannot distinguish the top notes, heart notes and base notes of the fragrance. It is going to smell differently on different people, but at the same time the notes somehow are so well blended and you're going to feel different notes throughout the day. It is a very hard to describe fragrance. It is a very hard to capture fragrance. This fragrance is Allure. The name of the fragrance, Allure, it says it all. This fragrance is Allure in a bottle. It is so magical and so amazing. It does have the softness of rose, it has peach, it has mandarin, it has orange blossom, and it has the sensuality of jasmine. It is a very hard to describe fragrance. It also has vanilla, but the kind of vanilla that doesn't make the fragrance sweet, and the vanilla somehow is blended with the floral notes of this fragrance. I would say the most unique fragrance. It really gets me excited every time when I wear this fragrance because it is a lady-like fragrance. I love it more than Coco Mademoiselle. I love it more than Coco Noir. I even love it, I think, more than Gardenia. It's my number one from Chanel. It's definitely my one and only number one from Chanel. And then my next fragrance recommendation is going to be the Coco Mademoiselle gift set. Get your hands on this one because this is a timeless piece. If you love Coco Mademoiselle, I love Coco Mademoiselle, and again, this is one of the fragrances that I always have in my collection. My preference is for Coco Mademoiselle Eau de Parfum and Coco Mademoiselle the extract, the little extract, which I also have. I have shown you the extract many times. It's not right now in the Sephora sales, but Coco Mademoiselle is such a lovely, youthful, rebellious combination. I absolutely love this fragrance, and every time when I smell this fragrance and when I see the bottle and smell this fragrance, I say to myself, why am I not wearing this fragrance more often? Because this is a timeless classic. I love the sweet citrus opening of this fragrance. It has rose and jasmine, ylang-ylang, patchouli, vanilla and white musk. Again, this is a complex fragrance, and it's I think one of Chanel's best sellers for a reason, for a good reason. Again, one fragrance that I will always keep in my collection and I will always keep repurchasing, and I couldn't recommend it enough. It's an excellent opportunity now during the holiday savings event to get your hands on this beautiful holiday set. If I have and if I see a holiday set, I definitely want to get my hands on it, and I want also the body cream because the body cream of Coco Mademoiselle is so amazing and so good. Then my other fragrance recommendation is going to be for a very clean smelling fragrance, and this is Love Story by Chloe. I lost the cap somewhere, but this is one of the most, I would say it's an innocent and clean smelling fragrance. So if you like clean fragrances, simple fragrances. So Love Story by Chloe is one of the most beautiful white floral fragrances in my collection. So if you like clean smelling fragrances, very simple yet elegant, I think you are going to love A Love Story by Chloe, and it's an excellent opportunity to try this fragrance. Now let me go ahead and see actually what else we have. And then my last perfume recommendation is going to be the Chanel Eau Tendre gift set. This is a fragrance that I absolutely love. It is the most uplifting and girly combination fragrance composition of Chanel. I have purchased this fragrance 2 times. I really like it. Keep in mind that it's not long lasting, but it's a very lovely floral scent that is going to be suitable for the spring season. But always when I have a discount, I just like to somehow stock on my favorite fragrances, and that's why I'm recommending this fragrance. So Chanel Eau Tendre, if you think that some people think that Chanel's fragrances are a little outdated, then definitely go ahead and try this one. This one is so youthful, so I'll say euphoric. It's a very, very lovely scent, just like the color of the bottle. And then I wanted to recommend hair care tool. I say hair care tool, it's not really a hair care tool, but I wanted to recommend now the Dyson Airwrap Styler for those of you who if you don't like to spend a lot of time on your hair, but you want to have those beautiful like a beautiful hairstyle, I would definitely recommend the Dyson Airwrap Styler. However, not if you have too long hair, like not if your hair is as long as mine. Like when I straighten my hair is reaches my waist. And so if you have very long hair, you're going to find it difficult to use it. But if your hair is not as long, I think it's an excellent hair care tool, and it's an excellent actually hairstyling tool because it doesn't burn the hair, and it's also very suitable for damaged hair because it really does not damage the hair, and it adds shine. So depending on the length of your hair, if you have quite long hair like mine, I wouldn't recommend it because it's quite tricky to use. But then if your hair is not as long as mine, I would definitely recommend the Dyson Airwrap Styler. And I think right now it's an excellent time to get this one because it is really, really pricey. Then something on my wish list, I would love to try the Dyson straightener. But probably if I see it somewhere on discount, I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. I am very, very interested to try the Dyson straightener, but keep in mind that I haven't tried it, so this is not a real recommendation. This is what's on my wish list. So that was all for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget to let me know in the comment section below what is on your wish list and what are you planning to purchase. Also, I'm going to be here to reply to any questions and concerns that you might have. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.